Do you see any like trends in technology that are very interesting, or businesses and industries that are popping right now? Anything that comes to mind that you're looking towards kind of like in the next few years maybe?
Honestly, I feel like I'm like the worst person for that, because like I don't really feel like I pay attention to a lot of trends. I kind of like keep to my own thing. And I'm super, like I was saying earlier, like most of my clients are coaches. I also do coaching, so I'm like really heavily involved in that space, and I have seen how that space is changing a lot, or has changed a lot over the last 3 years, and it's changing for the better, which I think is great. As far as like technology and stuff, I don't know, I'm like not really up on all like the technology. I find there's so many marketing trends that I've seen like come up lately. Like, I mean, obviously like TikTok was a really big thing, and Reels and whatever. And for me, I don't like, I think I love watching them, but I don't subscribe to any of that for my own marketing purposes. And some of my clients do them, and I think that's great, but I haven't gotten into it personally. Also, like I've seen like text message marketing become a thing, which is really interesting to me, because like I don't even like emails in my inbox. Like, why would I want to receive text from someone? That's how I think personally. But
that's millennial mindset. I agree with
that. I'm like, I like avoid my inbox like the plague.
Messages behind us, like
right?
10 years ago.
I know. So yeah, I've seen like some of those trends come up, and I think that they're interesting, and I observe them, but I haven't been partaking in them. I think there is a little bit of this like kind of millennial culture, I guess, where well, and I think it's technology culture too, where it's like there's always like looking for the next best thing, and it's like there are actually some really solid things that I think we should be utilizing more. So as I look into expanding and scaling my business, what I'm actually looking towards is going back to the basics rather than looking at the new flashy things. And so by that I mean creating SEO driven content. So working on creating a really solid SEO foundation, like website that's SEO driven, like and optimized. Looking at like YouTube channels, they're searchable, they're SEO driven. Looking at Pinterest, again, SEO driven, it's searchable. Whereas like Instagram, TikTok, even like emails, I think is a little different. But these text messages and stuff, it's just like, it's all like what's of the moment, in the minute, in the second. Like if you don't see it in your feed, you don't see it. If you see it, it's like, oh, you scroll right past it. It's very like, you have to have something that's so attention grabbing. Whereas things that are SEO driven, like we're always using, like I use Google, like I don't know how many times a day to search shit. And sorry, I don't know if we can swear on this.
Yeah, I can.
My podcast, we like don't have any filter, so. But like I use Google a lot. I use YouTube a lot. I use Pinterest a lot. I don't really use Pinterest personally to search business stuff, although sometimes I do for inspiration and stuff. So, you know, those things are really where content thrives, because you can build like, you can have on podcasts. That's another one too, that's like searchable, but you can have, like a video, like this video that we're making here today in January 2021 could still be making you revenue 3 years down the road, because it's SEO driven and searchable on YouTube. And people are searching like how to become a virtual assistant, or like how to like shift from like, I don't know, employee to CEO or whatever. Like, you know, people are searching these things because they're looking for something, and that content is popping up. Whereas social media is just like in the moment, whatever is like hot, you know? So I'm actually looking at going back to foundational stuff versus like what's hot in the moment.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.